And yet again, we're the first two people in here.
Maybe we should do the starts a little later.
So me and you should just start going to lunch at like 2:30.
No. 2:10.
2:10. What time is it now?
2:10. Yeah, 2:10.
Yeah, so we should, because they're not going to be in here for another 20 minutes.
No. It varies. It could be here within 5, maybe 10, 15.
You know what I want to talk about today?
What?
The supernatural.
Okay. What specifically?
If you could be any supernatural creature, what would you be and why?
Anything?
Anything.
Cthulhu. No, but
That's a god.
That's supernatural, though.
No.
You didn't specify. You
no
didn't
gods. No fucking gods.
Okay, next time specify before.
Okay, you can't be a god.
Okay. Oh, shit.
No demigods.
Okay. So no angels?
Angels aren't... You can be an angel.
I'll be Archangel Jose. I'll be at the... I don't want to put myself in the...
Okay, why? Why an archangel?
Because they're powerful and they can slay demons and... Allegedly.
That's a boring reason.
Is it?
Yeah.
You get cool armor. You get a sword probably that's made of light. I'm not a religious
They're
guy.
flaming swords. Have you never read the Bible?
I know it had something to do with fire.
Yeah, their swords are just on fire. It's boring. It's fucking
What?
lame.
Are you
That's
kidding?
fucking lame.
You wouldn't think a fight between a demon and Archangel... What was the main Archangel?
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Or really, it was Michael.
Oh, Michael.
Jesus.
Jesus? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, on the spot, I'd say an angel because they're
That's
cool.
so lame.
They're pretty cool.
You wouldn't want to be a fucking werewolf or
I mean, if I want to be a goody two-shoes, I'd be an angel.
a
But
poltergeist.
oh,
Be something fun. A vampire.
ooh, but wouldn't you like? Okay, let's say I choose vampire. Wouldn't I eventually get bored and want to kill myself? But I can't kill myself.
What?
Oh yeah, you can. You
Who's-
walk out in the light.
Who says you would get bored though?
I think us humans are only.
Or you eat garlic?
Oh, I thought that was just give you gas or something. Like it doesn't kill you, but it like throws you off, right?
I think it fucks them up.
I thought it was more like the holy
I think
water.
if they ingest it, well, yeah, if they ingest holy water, it doesn't come out of their system, so it's going to tear them up.
Yeah, every time I see that in media, it's always it burns to them like the acid
Yeah, they're
blood.
just like, and then they run off.
And they would scurry away.
They do that noise every time,
I mean, you'd be rich,
like a cat.
but you wouldn't be able to see a sunset or a sunrise anymore. That suck.
Yes, you could.
Oh, with sunglasses?
It's YouTube.
No, it comes through the screen.
Oh, that's how it works.
Yeah.
No, we're at a day and age where you can see anything you want.
So what would you be? I'll change it to vampire because it's cooler and I have money and I have.
And you can't. No, because I was gonna pick vampire.
Oh, well, you were just kind of you were saying werewolf. You know, we have vampire. All right, you do that while I pick mine again.
I was gonna pick vampire.
Okay, go ahead. Why?
I think it'd be cool to live forever. You'd get to see technology grow.
But you'd have to prey on innocence.
And no, you can drink cow's blood, animal's blood.
But doesn't it weaken you though?
Oh well, I don't plan on using my You're still stronger than a human. I don't plan on going and fighting a bunch of other vampires.
Do they regenerate? Like, say you shoot their arm off.
I don't know. I think an arm would grow back after a while.
I guess we'd have to establish rules because the way I see it in my head is if they blow your arm off, it'll just heal, but it won't heal, and it's a new arm. It'll just be a stub. But if you
Well, what
get
if you take the
shot-
arm and you just you hold
okay,
it
okay.
there?
Yeah, then that would work.
It would connect all
Yeah.
the tissue.
Hopefully, you get regain full motion.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to live forever.
I think eventually you'd get old. You'd be one of those old vampires that's just like, I'm gonna take a nap for
But that
1,000 years.
That takes thousands of years to get to that age. Because all the vampires that you see that are like the boring ones that are like, bring me some blood.
Well, they're weak.
Yeah, those guys are like thousands of years old.
Well, yeah, well, they gotta like drink blood to kind of because they're like.
How old was Nosferatu? I haven't watched the movie in a long time.
I don't think I've seen it, but I remember hearing about how he was maybe centuries old.
I think he was like 1,000.
Oh, the one from Down Underworld, like it's from Australia. Oh, that's a cool spinoff.
Down Underworld. I'd watch it.
There's vampire crocodile. Is that possible? Can you have an animal that's a vampire aside from a bat?
Oh, in Blade Trinity, they had a dog that was a vampire. But, I mean, who knows? It's possible.
Yeah.
A vampire alligator?
But wouldn't you get tired of being so rich?
No, I think that's part of the fun.
You'd literally have a vault full of gold coins. You have all the women you could want. You could have all the underlings you could want. You could have every Lamborghini.
Yeah, you'd
What's
have
next?
everything.
But what's next, though?
Nothing's next. You just live forever. That's what's next.
But I was supposed to ask you, but wouldn't that get old eventually?
It depends on who you are.
Yeah,
I
you're
think
right.
I'd be
You're right.
fine living that kind of life. I could stay inside for 100 years and not give a shit.
I barely go out in the daytime anyway, so
That's right.
it wouldn't change that much.
I mean, look at us. We work nights. We're doing this at 2 a.m. right now.
Maybe we're vampires.
Who says we're not?
Don't give it away. Don't give it away. He's playing. Scary.
Yeah, somebody
what?
just pee-peed.
Oh yeah.
Pee-peed their
Poo-pooed.
pants. You think they poo-pooed?
I don't know. I
Is
think
that for you? You're number 4. Always.
Yeah, he put you dead last, James.
Well, that's just because I've got everything that is preset.
Oh, okay. No, yeah.
Keith don't care anymore. You don't come. We ain't doing it.
That's right.
If I don't come, it's like, nah, fuck James.
Yeah.
Nah, he doesn't mean that.
That's because he comes so late that, I mean,
Jose is
What's it matter?
secretly the main person in the show.
that's right. This is Jose's podcast.
Josie's World. We're gonna change the name.
It's like I had to start your Instagram and control your Instagram and post photos for you because you're never going to do it.
Yeah. Dick. I mean, you don't even have to put pictures of yourself on it, and you still don't do it.
Oh, I thought you guys were joking.
He's
at
got like
first.
pictures of cats. I think there's a dead rat,
That was me.
a tree somewhere.
Um,
There's all sorts of stuff.
hey James, if you could live forever as a vampire specifically,
Uh-huh.
Yes.
how long would it be before you want to kill yourself?
Never.
I don't think I'd have a problem with
But
it.
isn't that the plot in some movies that some vampires just like, okay, this is getting old. I just want to just kill myself. Wasn't it one of the plot of one of the movies?
I don't think I've ever seen a movie like that.
I mean, traditionally, vampires are seen as like depressed. Well, okay. The new vampires
What's new?
starting like, let's say the 80s, 70s, 80s. The whole glamorized vampire.
Like the Lost Boys kind of?
Yeah. They're seen as like,
Oh, wait. How old was
Depressed.
Nosferatu?
how old is the movie?
No. The vampire. Wasn't he like 1,000?
I don't remember.
Or like 800? He was up there.
Yeah, he was up there.
Well, I mean, in True Blood, there were some vampires that were 1,000 years old.
In Twilight, there was some that were like from the Civil War, so they were pretty young.
Yeah.
I think
you watched True Blood, right?
Yeah.
My favorite vampire in the show,
Godric?
Godric. Yes, he got like that. He got
Godric?
Godric. He was Slovakian
Yeah.
or Scandinavian, something like that. He was
was-
over
yeah,
1,500, and he had gotten so bored with life that he killed himself.
He got bored with
Oh, humanity.
the vampire life,
yeah.
and he was trying to be more. How would you put it?
pacifist
Because vampires basically just see humans as food.
on cattle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't see it that way. Like he went through the savage vampire phase, I guess, because he was so old, and eventually he was just like,
He didn't care about it anymore.
yeah.
Wouldn't you eventually know like every word because like your vocabulary would expand?
I
so
think
much?
he knew a lot of languages.
Yeah, he knew like every language pretty much.
That's pretty cool.
He was
There-
like the Jesus of vampires.
Yeah, and
How?
one of the people that he turned Eric, he also knew a lot of languages, and he was only like 500 and something years old.
Only.
Yeah. This episode's not about vampires, if you were wondering. It's
No.
about if you could be a supernatural creature, what would you be?
Yeah, and we just kind of delved into this like.
A Wendigo.
What's supernatural about vampires?
Why a Wendigo?
Well, it just got interesting to talk about vampires.
Well, I picked vampire, and he also picked vampire.
Yeah, I originally chose Cthulhu, but then he said no gods, and I was like, well,
Yeah, no gods, no demigods.
something supernatural.
I mean, what else would you pick besides vampire?
Angel,
Werewolf.
That's not supernatural.
A
You could be a
demon.
poltergeist.
You could be a demon,
What, a warlock.
warlock,
Yeah, he originally said archangel. Boring.
because you got a badass sword. And
Yeah,
badass
but you
arm.
got to follow all these fucking rules. See, I can never be a good guy.
Oh, so they're like the Jedi,
Yeah.
right? They can't.
You know what's weird? Whenever I play role playing games, I always pick a paladin.
What is that?
It's essentially just somebody who,
A goody two shoes?
yeah, they're neutral, not neutral good, lawful good. That means as good can be. They follow all the rules.
Right.
They've got a religion that they follow to the T.
Like they're selfless.
yes, and I always play that when I play RPGs.
Well, it's like when I play games where your fate is based on the choices that you make in the game.
You try and be good.
Yeah, like depending on, you know, whether you're asking questions or you're answering questions, you can answer either way, a good way or bad way. It leads down a different path. I usually always choose like the good ones.
Oh, like in Red Dead?
Good guy.
Like in Red Dead, you could either kill people or save them. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the future, it affects some things that happen.
You gotta kill them.
I always save them
You're
because
not
I always feel
backstabbing.
bad. Even though they're just
I
made
do
up
the
characters.
opposite in Red Dead and in like Grand Theft Auto because I just don't
It's
give a
just
shit.
funner.
Yeah.
But they're like, let this person go, or kill him. I'm like, if I let him go, he's gonna snitch. So I just shoot him.
Just kill him. Yeah, in games, I always play the good guy, but in like, if I was choosing something for me, no, I'd go the exact opposite.
Could you be a good demon? Is there such a thing?
A demon that redeems themselves?
A demon that's not a jerk.
I think demons are demons for a reason.
Oh, so I guess you would just be a bad spirit then. A good spirit. Like an elemental.
No, because demons aren't spirits.
Then what are they?
They're demons.
Oh, so demon and spirit are separate words?
Oh, yeah.
But couldn't you say a demon
'Cause
is a corrupted
demons were never
spirit?
humans, so they never had a soul.
Oh, I see. I see.
They're different entities.
Aren't they fallen angels?
Hey, did you know there was
Yeah.
millions of them?
Millions of what?
Angels that fell with Lucifer.
No,
You know, there were. There were
Look it up.
millions.
Prove it.
No, well, I thought it was hundreds, and then
I don't think it was millions.
some scholar was talking about
This guy in fucking Scholars. You know, I looked up that thing that he was talking about.
which one?
That the shit we talk about every episode. The thing
the
with the
population?
population. I looked it up.
Okay, what happened?
You're wrong.
What did it say?
It said that within the next 40 years, the population's gonna plateau.
Oh, it is. So I guess,
Dude,
the-
I looked at so many different fucking sites.
I was trying to find my book, but I couldn't find it.
I looked at like 20 different sites, and they were all like within 40 to 70 years.
And hopefully, this virus doesn't wipe out like a third of us or whatever.
Oh hell yeah! Let's talk about that virus real quick.
is it
We'll
like
get
1,000?
back to
people
the
dead?
supernatural.
It could be more, but right now,
No,
confirmed.
over 100 dead.
Oh, I'm sorry. 100.
That's what they're reporting.
Yeah,
So it could be
that's what they're
1,000.
reporting.
Oh, it's probably way more
But
than
I saw a
1,000.
video of a Chinese nurse saying that the number of sick is actually closer to like 90,000. 90,000, yeah,
But not dead, just infected.
just infected. Which means that the dead numbers are probably way higher than 100.
I saw a video where small towns were blocking each other's
Yeah.
roads.
Yeah, they're building brick walls across the roads.
They're
to
closing
quarantine
themselves
You know,
off.
you got to give them some credit
Yeah.
because they are building a lot of shit real quick just to stop
Yeah,
this.
they're gonna
They
thing.
have
build a
to.
hospital in 1 week.
For 2,000 beds or something like
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
They're building walls that it's taken Trump 4 years and he still ain't got nothing.
It's because mildew. Mexico hasn't paid for it yet.
Oh,
see
that's
that-
right. That's right.
And send that check.
That meme where a piece of the wall fell on the truck.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the wind was too strong, but a piece of the wall just tipped over to the Mexico side and it fell on top of a truck.
Oh shit.
Were people in the truck?
I think it was
Probably.
like a dump truck, but I'm pretty sure somebody was driving it.
Yeah. Okay, supernatural creature.
Oh, yeah.
Or wait, do you want to talk a little bit about the virus?
Oh, we'll come back to it. Let's
Okay,
just
at the end.
Stay on the.
What would you
I mean,
be?
you know my answer. I'd be a vampire
Okay, and why?
because you fucking live forever.
So, okay. What if we take vampire off the table? Because I think everybody's going to pick
No,
vampire.
let's see what Lisa.
Whatever mythical being can live forever. That's what I'm gonna be.
An angel. I keep going back to that.
You could be Dorian Gray.
A sloth?
I'll be a hybrid. Oh,
Of what?
I don't know, like some goblin and
Also, like a mythical creature, like from Middle Earth.
maybe werewolf, half
You could be a werewolf.
merman.
You can't be a were-mer creature.
Nah, I guess just werewolf.
A werewolf.
Werewolf
Just 'cause
would be
you
cool.
keep your appearance and then you change, but
But you can't control
you
it, though.
gain their strength.
Well, you know exactly when you're going to turn.
So you just watch the moon, make sure that.
Yeah, all you got to do is keep up with
And you
the
watch
moon
Twilight, they
cycle.
control it pretty good.
Oh, you want to be that kind of werewolf.
No.
Okay. And
Are-
you get extended life.
They're not bulletproof, though.
Ooh, okay.
If you're
If
in werewolf
werewolves?
form, yes, you are.
Silver
They're
bullets?
Not silver, but vampires can't live against silver bullets.
I'll be like Blade. I'm immune to silver.
If vampire
go. Oh,
is
hybrid.
off the table, then I would be a skinwalker.
Okay, that's a good one.
They're pretty much almost invincible, right?
Pretty much.
And- okay, and why?
Why? Because you can fucking shapeshift.
Turn into anything you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could never get it right, though. Isn't that the thing? Like, you could. Your voice is off, your appearance is a little bit off. They never get it 100%. Because isn't that the thing that you spot them because there's something off?
No, you spot them because usually when people spot them, it's because
The smell.
It's
they're
iron.
walking and they see a person walking on the side of the road or something, and they're like, "That's kind of weird," and they pass them by, and then they look back and they just see an animal running off into the woods or whatever.
And iron hurts them, right?
I can't
Iron?
remember.
I think it's iron.
So you could shoot them because there's iron in bullets, right? Some bullets. Oh no, they're copper, right? Or what are they
They're
made? of?
Yeah, that's not iron.
There's some that have copper,
Copper coated
like cores
yeah,
or steel cores or whatever.
copper jacket.
Okay. Has everyone seen Bird Box?
No.
No,
Mm.
Oh shit, I haven't seen it either, but I saw a
I thought you watched it.
I was like the 5 minutes. First 5 minutes.
I'm gonna watch it because I saw like a little film theories on
Uh-huh.
it, and I want to be one of those creatures. So whenever you get to watch it,
Well,
that's what I want to be.
What kind of creature is it?
No, you need to watch them so you can.
I'm not gonna watch it. I've already been through the hype of 15 million people. Oh my god, it's so fucking great! And then I would catch snippets of Megan watching it, and I was like, "This is the fucking stupidest thing I've ever seen. Why are people going nuts over this?"
Okay, so you want me to spoil it? Nobody.
Yeah, I'm never gonna watch
You
it.
sure?
Yeah, I don't give
Never
a shit.
gonna watch it.
There are these furries. That's what makes people go crazy. No, they're not furries. They're spirits. Well, it's not even 100% defined. They're like these creatures that are really tall. They don't have you can't see them, but they do manipulate the space around them, like pushing branches out of the way. Like they're invisible essentially. And if you see them, you kill yourself. Now it's not 100% explained why or how they convince you to kill yourself. Some of them believe that.
Maybe you just go nuts.
Yeah, you go nuts. Hasn't another movie done something like that where you see something? I know it was in The Mouth of Madness. If you read a book, it made you crazy. But another thing where you saw something and it drove people crazy?
I don't know.
I don't think I've seen that before.
I don't know.
I saw this meme. It was of The Ring, and it did the thing, you will die in 7 days after the TV, and then it said 7 days later, and she's crawling out of the TV, and she sees Dean Winchester. You don't watch Supernatural.
No.
You do. She saw Dean Winchester, and she was like, "Oh fuck, I'm out."
She goes back in.
She crawled back into the TV.
Is he one of the brothers?
Yeah. What?
I watch it too.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You didn't ask him. You only asked James.
She saw Dean Winchester, and she was like, "Oh fuck, I'm out," and she crawled back into the TV.
But he died though.
Dean. Well, they.
He died like 10 times.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
man.
he's died like 10 times.
He's doing a jazz.
Both
solo.
of them.
An impromptu jazz solo.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna get his nuts kicked.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'll be one of those creatures.
Okay.
They're basically like a ghost.
And
with
you're-
like it's some sort of demon.
Werewolf. Did you say why werewolf?
Yeah.
Because they're.
You can still look like human, but then you can also turn into a.
Transform.
Yeah, you're human for like 27 days out of the month.
And you keep the. What do you call it? You're human, but you also gain some of the strength.
Yeah, as a human, you're stronger.
Would you use your powers for good?
No.
If you're a werewolf, you
No,
you don't
any
get
what
to
we're doing.
choose.
Oh, so
What?
when you're a werewolf, you don't have any control.
No, they it's a whole other entity.
It's not like the Hulk, where he gains control.
I'll be
The Hulk
alpha.
gains control.
Remember, he does.
Oh, you could. Hey, you could be like the werewolves in that Teen Wolf TV show. It was kind of neat.
I think I only saw like the first two seasons.
Oh,
But I know what you're talking about.
yeah, you could be like them. They kind of have control,
Yeah.
but sometimes they go into like a primal rage where they can't control it.
So vampire or werewolf? I'd be a vampire.
I think everybody would be a vampire.
Think so?
A
you said you-
which one?
I'll be the vampire.
Everybody would be a vampire over
So?
a werewolf.
What's that
Yeah.
movie?
Twilight?
No, the other one. Interview with a Vampire.
Mm.
There wasn't a werewolf in that.
Hey, wasn't that
I'll
weird?
say I'll be that vampire.
Oh,
Who turned the little girl? Was it one of the two?
it was.
It was Lestat.
Was it Lestat?
Was it?
Yeah, because he's a dick.
But she wanted it, right?
No, she was dying. What'd she have?
Oh, that's right.
I can't remember.
She was dying.
I think it was like
remember.
cholera or something.
Cholera, tuberculosis. Something.
It was probably tuberculosis.
What are you talking about?
Hey, check your
The
switches.
little girl, Dustin Kirsten. The little girl
From where?
from Interview with a Vampire.
Oh, then you had the plague.
Yeah.
Oh, it might have been the
'Cause her
plague.
mom died from that.
I think she got bit by a rat or something. I'm just making shit up.
Yeah, it's been a while since
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah. Because isn't she this like what 200 years old or 100 years old?
Yeah,
It's like the anime rules, right? They say that the girls look like they're what 14, but they're like 50,
1500.
1500 years old. Kind of like Edward. He was a huge pedo, dude, in Twilight.
Yeah,
because he
dating
was
a 17-year-old?
because he was from.
he was like 150 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah. I was thinking.
No, he came from the Civil War.
No, that was the dude that jumped, that he shoved. Forgot his name. They're meeting the family.
No, Edward was dying during the Civil War. He was
Yeah.
a soldier.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I feel ashamed for not knowing that. I should know that.
So
I feel bad for knowing it because I've seen those movies so many times.
150 something years old.
Yeah, I guess so.
So yeah, he's super, and she's what 17? 17.
17.
Imagine showing up in court. Like, how do you excuse that? Because usually it's like 2-year difference or whatever that you can probably get away with.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm 150 years old. Like, get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, you're going to
Yeah,
jail.
you go. And then if you're in jail forever, right? Oh no.
No.
Fucking vampire. He's not going to jail.
He'll just be like, no, I'm not.
He turns into a bat and then squeezes through the bars.
That's like on
They don't turn into
No, I
bats.
know.
He'll just rip the bars off, though.
Yeah, he's that strong.
what was that movie with Will Smith where he was a superhero?
Oh, but he was a shitty superhero? He was a
Yeah.
dick?
He's a drunk
Starts with an H. What was it called?
homeboy.
Hancock?
Hancock.
Yeah, Hancock. He goes to prison, and they're like, but you have to stay in prison because they want him to look good.
But then doesn't something's going on, so he breaks out, he saves the day, and then he goes back to prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's playing basketball, and the ball goes
Yeah, the
outside.
ball goes
fence.
outside.
He jumps out, and
Yeah,
gets it.
and he gets it,
comes
and he
back.
jumps back in.
And then he stands out there and he looks around. He's like, man, I could just walk away. He's like, fuck it. So he goes back in.
Because they literally couldn't do anything to him.
No, they couldn't stop him.
You could send the whole army after him.
Well, they couldn't do anything until the lady came around.
Right. And what was the whole thing with her? Like, if she was close to him, he got weak?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they were together, then they became human.
But that's why at the end of the movie, they kept in contact with each other.
But they stayed on opposite sides
Yeah.
of the world.
So, if they met in person, they instantly become human? Or
Not
was it a
instantly.
process?
It took,
Yeah, it took time.
like, how long? Like a couple of weeks?
Yeah.
They would
like that.
slowly each get weaker.
Was she also doing superhero stuff?
No,
No.
No.
he was a soccer mom.
She was just hiding?
But every time one of them died, didn't the other one get the powers? Like in the next life?
I think so. I think they absorbed the powers.
Yeah. So like if he died, I think she became super, and then so the next life comes on. But she forgot. No. Do they instantly forget each other?
When
I think
one
it's
dies?
over time.
Yeah.
But she didn't forget because she knew when he came back around. Like she knew the whole time, but he didn't remember because he almost died coming out of the movie theater. And then she was
That's
like,
right.
the only way to save him was if she left. So she left. And then he got better. And then when she learned he couldn't remember anything, she was like, well, this is, best to just leave it alone.
That's right.
That's an interesting concept for a movie.
It's kind of
Pretty
like a Hot Girl and like what's his name? Is it Hot Guy? They were together in Egyptian times, and that they got their powers.
It's Marvel?
Yeah, no DC. And then one of them dies, and what is it? Oh, whenever each of them die, because they're not immortal or anything, they come back, and only one of them can remember their past or something like that. So the other one has to try and convince, the other to that they're superheroes or whatever, have powers. It's kind of like that.
Okay. Interesting. I never heard of them.
Yeah,
Hawk Boy and Hawk Girl?
Hawk Guy,
Hawk Eye
Hawk Guy.
and Hawk Girl?
Yeah.
Not very unique names.
No.
No.
I mean, I couldn't come up with any better, but shoot. At that point, they were just like, Cable Dude. That's probably, Cable.
There is
That's
a
already
cable
taken. Fuck.
by
Higher Boy.
Marvel.
Oh, yeah, Marvel. Yeah, it'd be pretty, like I said, I'd probably make it like 500 years, and then I probably want to end it. Because I think, like you said, everyone is different, and I think every life is supposed to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And I think eventually, even after like 500 years, everyone's gonna be different. But
I think I'd enjoy it.
no, I'd enjoy it while it lasts. But then eventually, you just be like, I can have anything.
Who cares? So you can have anything.
Yeah,
You seen the movie called The Man from Earth?
No.
It's about a guy who was a caveman and he just never died. And he's like 14 or 15,000 years old. And every like 30 years or something, he just picks up and moves to a different place because,
like in
or no,
Twilight.
maybe, and it's not 30 years. It's every 10 years. He just picks up and move because people start to question why he doesn't age and stuff.
Kind of like Twilight, like the
Yeah,
family.
and he
had to
doesn't
move.
tell people, but he always becomes a teacher because he just knows so much.
How do you come up with credentials there? Like, I guess you're so smart.
Yeah,
you
where do
figured
you
it
get
out.
your social security
Yeah,
number?
but see, he actually did go to Princeton,
Uh-huh.
but in like the 1930s. And he was like, so I did go to Princeton, but he couldn't say when he graduated because people would be like, there's no way you fucking graduated.
Yeah, you should be 80.
Okay, what if you weren't like a supernatural creature, but what if you were immortal? You don't have any powers. You
Can't
never
die?
You cannot die no matter what.
I mean, that's pretty supernatural.
Wait, am I as smart as I am now?
I mean, you,
Like nothing changes. I just can't die.
well, yeah, but if you can't die, you can learn throughout
Right.
your entire life. So you could
I'm a
eventually
slow
become
learner.
the smartest
Yeah,
fucking
you're-
person.
You're
that
gonna
exists.
gain some knowledge over time.
Yeah, I guess. I would have to do that thing where you have to pick up and move because,
Just live a couple years, hide somewhere, then come out.
but you can't change your appearance, so you can't go rob a bank because people take like, oh, you can't, you can get caught, right? You don't have superpowers, so you can be put in prison and
I'm-
take a mugshot of you.
Would it even matter though? Because you could tell people that you're immortal,
And the government will want you to work for them somehow.
but what are they gonna do?
Make you a spy. You can't die, so you can.
But you can just say no.
But
What?
then they'll
They'll just lock you up in prison
forever.
Yeah,
forever.
if they want to.
You
I
don't have
mean-
powers, you said, so you'd
Yeah.
be screwed. So if anything, you can strike a deal with them. They know they'll give you social security numbers. They'll give you.
Got some noise here.
I love it when they do this.
Loud noises.
No, they don't. I don't know. Would you risk it?
I'd risk it.
Telling people?
I'd
Yeah.
risk telling the government, and then they'll give me social security numbers. They'll back me up, and then I'll do shit for them. Hopefully,
Right.
nothing bad.
You could work for the government the rest of your life.
Yeah. Well, they'd want to study you and learn how to create other people that can't die and make a bunch of super soldiers.
So they're gonna cut me open,
Probably.
but it's not in their best interest. Oh, but I can't die, so
But you can't die, so
Oh,
it doesn't matter if
shit.
they cut you open.
I could be on an operating table.
They
Spread
probably
out.
wouldn't even waste the money giving you anesthesia. They'd be like, he ain't going to die, so just cut him open. See what's going
These
on
are
in there.
slaves.
I think it'd be a little distracting if you're laying there screaming in pain for an
Yeah.
entire operation, though.
But what if part of your immortality is that drugs have no effect on you?
What if they also can't operate because you heal too quickly?
Ooh.
If you're immortal, I mean, that means there's some kind of regeneration
Like they
happening.
can't cut into you.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that
as
was,
soon as they cut into you, you just heal up.
that was
like,
a thing in Hancock, too. Like when he was in the hospital
Yeah.
and they were trying to cut him open or something, but he kept healing.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was like, oh, I have to get closer to him so that they can actually, so they
Oh,
don't find
right.
out.
To weaken him a little. Okay, in that case, yeah, because if you're just like you are now, you just heal in slowly. Then you, like you said, James, they could have you, like that. You have a frog like spread open with the pins on a
But they can't.
dissection. No, I'm saying, if I was thinking it the way I was thinking it,
Oh,
if it was the way I was thinking it, but if it's the way you're saying, yeah, they can't do
They
anything
could
to you.
cut the top of your skull off and poke your brain, try to figure out.
What makes you tick?
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay, I try to lay low for as long as I can. And then when I get caught, I'll be like, hey, I'll work for you.
That's why the vampires stay secret. They don't want to get studied.
No, oh, yeah, I was going to see some of the vampires. Do you think some of the vampires infiltrate the government?
Nah.
Because they got to come out during the day.
Yeah.
But their familiars could be politicians.
That is true.
Like their underlings.
Mm-hmm. So vampires secretly rule the government right now?
So what would those people gain? Eventually you turn them immortal?
Yeah, the promise is that they're going to eventually be vampires.
That's a good trade-off.
You do something for me, and eventually you can become me.
Like that movie,
But they never
Which
turn
one?
those people because they're too
that funny
desperate.
one.
Funny one.
And you don't know them anything, really. You could just
Yeah.
not do anything.
I forgot the name of it. It was this group of vampires, and they had minions, and they're like, "Yeah, you do this for me, I'll turn you into a vampire."
They did that in Blade.
Are you talking about the TV show? What we
What
do in the dark?
shadows?
Yeah.
Or in the shadows.
But Blade also did that. They had like their underlings with the promise of, but I think some of them they just didn't give a shit about. They just like killed
No,
them.
there was never a promise that they'd be vampires.
Well-
They just wanted to serve them so that they weren't used as food whenever the
Some of
vampires
them
took
were
over.
under the understanding
Yeah.
that they were going to eventually be one of them.
Maybe.
But to them, they were like, just a slave.
This has turned from a supernatural episode into a vampire episode.
Vampires are supernatural.
Yeah, but
It's an
just
interesting
one
topic.
thing.
Okay.
Is it?
Heroes. Would you be
Oh my!
Siler or would you be Peter?
I don't know what that is.
would you have their powers?
I mean, Siler has to kill people to take their powers, doesn't he?
Yes.
So it'd be Peter. All you have to do is come in contact with him.
But there's a difference, though. Siler, his power is that he can figure out how anything works.
Yeah, that's the clock thing.
That includes like everything. With Peter, it's just he can take other people's powers.
But that means he could take Siler's power.
That is true.
Because whenever
he could
Peter
get
met
close to him.
Siler, because remember they were traveling together, he gained all the powers that Siler had. He just didn't know it.
Okay, but what if they had never met and you had to choose?
I'd still pick Peter.
Was that Hayden Panettiere in this show?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was a
Super.
she was immortal?
She was immortal. Yeah.
Yeah. But that was it. She just could never die. You ever watch it?
What?
Heroes?
Nope.
I mean,
No.
Never cut my insurance.
yeah.
Well,
Too boring.
that's the end of that conversation.
Boring.
Too boring.
Nothing ever happened. It was
What are
ended
you
on a
talking
cliffhanger.
Look, in the first episode, there was time travel.
Everything happens.
There was fucking space travel.
Is there
It was
vampires?
fucked up that Asian guy
Yeah, the Asian dude,
that never fucking died.
he does die.
You guys ruined it for him.
He is a master of time and space.
Yeah.
Not a power.
He goes to fucking New York City
Just to watch.
in episode 1. Being able to travel through space and time, that's not a power?
Some machine does all the work.
What machine?
Time machine.
He doesn't have a machine.
It's inside of him.
And then who was the Indian guy? God, what was his name?
Oh, Dinesh. No, not Dinesh. Morat. What?
I don't remember. But the Indian guy, he didn't have any powers, but in one of the seasons, he wanted powers so bad that he like tried to make a serum to give himself powers, and he became this nasty fucking bug spider thing. It was kind of cool.
Yeah,
I think it was season 2.
I think so.
Interesting.
And the brother, Peter's brother, was a politician,
He could fly.
and he could fly. And Peter
Thought he could fly.
thought he could fly. Like he knew, because he was having these dreams where he could fly, and he was like, "It's real, I can fly." And his brother is like, "You're crazy. You need help or whatever." But it turns out the whole time that the brother could fly and Peter could fly because he touched the brother.
Well, no, Peter couldn't fly yet. He jumped off a building.
Oh yeah, because he
and
was
the
like,
brother saved him.
he was like, "I'm going to show you that it's real," and he jumped off a building, and then finally the brother flew up and caught him and brought him down.
Yeah.
And then he was like, he woke up in the hospital and he was like, "You flew," and he was like, "No, you jumped off a building and landed on a freaking balcony below you." He was like, "Nope, I saw you fly. I know you can fly."
Yeah.
They tried to make him think he was crazy.
It's a good show. And it turns out that their parents are like
Aliens.
not aliens. There's some big organization controlling everything.
They created the people with powers.
But they had powers, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So did people from that universe know about these people?
No.
No.
So they didn't.
I mean, eventually they did.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever said what I'd be if I couldn't be a vampire.
no, I don't think it.
Mothman.
Oh,
Be a meth man. Do some meth.
a meth man. That's it.
There's a bunch of them.
I do
out
lots of meth.
They're invincible. 5 police officers could probably still take them down.
That's angel dust.
Meth can do that too.
PCP
Bath
gives
salts.
you super strength.
Bath salts make you a zombie.
Oh, that's right.
I want to be. I'll be a poltergeist. They have fun.
Do they though? You don't really know.
Yeah, man. They stack stuff.
But they could be pissed off.
They open cabinets.
What if they can't actually control any of that?
Oh, that's boring.
What if they're just in a constant rage and that's just an effect of that?
That's okay too. I'm angry all the time.
What if they don't exist and it's just the people around creating the energy and making shit happen.
That's the theory, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the main theory. Just the theory, though. You heard
Nah, you're a liar.
Who, James or me?
Both of you.
I mean, we don't know, so you could be a poltergeist if you want.
Oh yeah, so I was gonna tell y'all this earlier, but y'all showed up late. I've got an idea that I think's kind of neat. You remember a while back how we were talking about making a soap opera at work, like filming it with a bunch of people?
Mm-hmm.
What if we did an audio soap opera? It'd be a lot easier. You don't have to film it.
How would we do it though?
I don't know. You just come up with a story, and you could have the craziest shit that you can imagine, and it'd just be like, what are the Spanish soap operas?
Novelas?
And is that what they're called?
Novela? Like a novel?
Novela.
Like a short novel.
Yeah. You could have all sorts of shit happen. You just come up with a story, write a script.
Wait. So each of us writes a script, and then we voice all our characters ourselves?
Yeah, I mean, we could play different characters. We could.
No, I'm saying, like, if you write your own, you voice your own characters, all of them.
Yeah.
So you do female voices.
No, we'd have to get some ladies in on it.
I was gonna say that would make it more interesting because then you sound like a crazy person.
I mean, the end of the whole thing is it's just a guy sitting in a mental institution. It's all in his head.
Hey, would it be messed up if, like, you work at a mental institution and then you just slip? Like, it's got to be Bluetooth because then they'll do something with the cable, but to the patients, and then you just have them do a podcast. Is that unethical?
Yes.
What if they agree to it?
They signed the paper.
They sign the paperwork that you just.
I don't think they're allowed to
I
agree
give
to
you a
stuff like
cookie
that.
every day.
Well, then they gain something, and if they're cognizant enough to know that what you're doing, then.
So is that a no to my audio soap opera?
No. I was just. I don't know.
You don't think it'd be fun?
It's a lot of work.
Yeah,
It's not, though.
It kind of is.
How?
This is a lot of work. You have to sit here and you connect all the cables and you just hand me the microphone.
all Jose has to do is talk, and he's exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Don't you hear my voice? I'm fucking passing out. Well, I did that in junior high. We had a little production where after school,
Mm-hmm.
it was like a bar, and then me and one of my friends got in a bar fight. We couldn't say the lines. It was just us giggling and laughing. It was fucking stupid. And then I think my teacher was like, "Hey, you guys want the recording?" I was like, "It's just a recording of like half an hour of kids giggling."
That's what our soap opera would be. I think it would be fun because I just recently started watching Dark Shadows again, and it just made me want to do it.
So who would you get to voice the stuff?
All of us.
You're just giving me more work.
And I mean, anything could happen. We had time travel, fucking alien attacks.
Why don't you do this? Why don't you write a story?
Why don't you go to hell? Because
and then you voice all of them, and then we'll use it as a pilot.
oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, fuck you.
I went to a mental institute, not a mental institute, a clinic. I was gonna do volunteer work, and then I was like,
You can't volunteer
work,
at a clinic.
quote unquote.
"You can."
No, you can't.
But that's what my plan was. And then I was looking around. I was like, I need to get out of here before they realize that they
That
think
you
I'm one
need
of
to be
them.
a patient.
What if that happened? What if they're like, "How'd you get out of your room?" And you're like, "What? No, I work here." And they're like, "Yeah, sure you do."
I'm like, hey, you want to hear one of my dreams? And they just slam the door after.
So it's a no?
I mean, yeah, we need to come up with some logistics here.
What, logistics?
Yeah, like
When and where?
is it be planned out ahead of time, or
Of course it would have
we
to
just
be
make
planned
shit up
out.
On the
as we go?
spot.
No, because we cannot improv. We can barely fucking do this podcast.
We can barely The whole reason we improv this podcast is because we can't plan in advance.
We could though. We just don't because nobody wants to.
Even when we were doing the serial killer show, nobody wanted to do their fucking research.
What are you talking about? We did research every week.
Yeah, barely.
But that was the point of this.
The whole reason we
podcast.
stopped is because you didn't want to do your research for your the last
Damn.
one.
That's because he
Damn.
was a gruesome, terrible piece of shit human being that needs to be sodomized by Satan himself.
He probably is. If Satan is, yeah.
It was. I did the research. I didn't want to talk about it. It made me sick.
Who was it?
The toy box killer.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Can't
Fuck
give
it.
it.
Who, by the way, never actually killed anybody.
He killed one person.
They think.
Yeah.
With a toy box?
No. That's what his setup was called, the toy box.
So why is he so infamous? If you only kill one person, not that that one person doesn't matter. I'm just saying.
Because of the brutality of his crimes.
He essentially tortured like 700 women. It's
and let him go.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was something insane. I don't think it was.
So if he
700.
killed all,
I
of
gotta
them,
look it up.
He would have been the most prolific serial killer ever,
Yeah.
as far as we know.
Because he would drug them and then just let them go. And if you gave them the right amount of drugs, they would just not remember what happened. But I think one lady didn't forget. And then that's how they got onto him. And his wife was helping him, or his girlfriend, or whoever she was.
It was a lot of people.
It was like 70 something. You gonna eat all that cake there, big boy?
No, why?
Can I have a slice? I've been eyeing
Oh,
it.
Sure.
it's possible that he killed 60 people. They just aren't able to prove any of it.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Hey, but again, back to the podcasting. I thought the point of this podcast was to be unprepared. Yeah, well, that too.
Well,
but
this
like-
isn't going to be part of the podcast. It's going to be its own thing.
And where is this going to be published?
I don't fucking know.
How
Wherever.
do we capture the audio?
The same way we do the podcast.
So we're gonna be sitting here.
Reading off a script?
Maybe. I
mean,
was
you
just
and
asking
Jose.
if y'all would want to do it.
None of us are good at acting, so it would
Yeah,
just be us reading.
It'd be
That's
garbage.
why I say soap opera. Do y'all watch soap operas? The acting is terrible. Sets fall apart in the middle of the fucking recording.
Which ones are you
Which
even
one are you
watching?
watching?
Mexican ones?
But yeah, it happens all the time.
I don't think you watched the.
Are you sure it wasn't part of the
Right
joke? Like it was like the shit falling over?
No.
Oh. I'd have to look back.
They have stories that start that never go anywhere. They just
super dramatic.
quit
yeah.
talking about it.
You're right there. Yeah.
You can't tell me I'm wrong because I've watched a lot of soap operas.
Which one? Name two.
General Hospital and Days of Our Lives.
Oh,
That's
well,
white people
Spanish.
stuff.
Oh, Spanish ones? I don't know the names of them. There's that one with the horse at the beginning, the lady riding the white horse.
That's like
That's
10
like
of them.
10 of them.
I know, but we've talked about it before.
The lady white riding a white horse. Oh, is it Thalia where she's by the beach?
Yes. Is that the one where she takes
No,
the
Mari
place,
Mash.
Marimar.
the maid and the rich lady?
Oh, that was the usurpadora.
That
the
one.
usurper, basically.
Yeah, I watched that one.
That was a good one.
Yeah, but you're talking about stuff that came out like in the 80s, 90s?
Yeah, late 90s, early 2000s.
Dude, soap operas don't end.
Yeah, no, you're right.
There was a soap opera that just ended with like 6,000 fucking episodes.
Is it Days of Our Lives?
Probably.
Or All My Children? One of them.
One of them. Those things go on forever.
There are 200 episodes.
They'll start in the 60s and they're still going on right now.
Yeah, don't the families like have like different generations, like 5-6 generations?
Yeah.
Or like 3 generations.
I mean, whatever. It was just an idea. I thought
Yeah,
it'd be
okay.
fun.
I'll think about it.
Y'all are dicks. You're crushing my dreams.
Like
What?
I said, you do your own, just voice to all the people. That would make it kind of interesting.
If I voiced everyone, would I have to say who's speaking at the beginning?
No, just, oh, shoot. Yeah.
How would they know who's talking?
We just have like 2 or 3 characters. One of them is female.
I can't do a female voice.
Try it.
Try it.
You
Nah,
could
I-
reveal at the end that they're all just one of your personalities because you're a split person.
Like in that movie, what was
It's
it
a
called?
terrible soap opera. Split.
No. The you know what I'm talking about, James?
Jumanji.
Jumanji? No. It's his eyes are moving back and forth. That dude that can make his eyes move back and forth.
Identity.
Identity. There you go.
It's a good movie.
That was a good movie. That was
Never
good.
seen it.
It's good as shit. I mean,
How the fuck have you never seen it?
I've never seen it.
What a piece of
dude?
shit.
It's have y'all seen Suspect Zero?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Suspect Zero.
No.
It's about a serial killer. It's freaking good.
He's
Oh,
a remote
gay.
viewer serial killer.
I've seen the trailers for it. Was that?
So he's a remote viewer.
Yeah, he's a remote viewer. Yeah. But then he could also sense all the crimes and like all the pain. Was it Ben Kingsley? Ben Kingsley.
Who?
Ben Kingsley. He's been in so many movies. What has he been in?
Sound of Thunder.
Of course, he's gonna name the most obscure shit. It was from when I was a boy in 1943.
Nah, it's from like 2000.
It was a talkie. He was one of the first talkies.
One of the first talkies.
Honestly, I can't think of anything else right now.
The Kingsman. I think he was in that.
Ben Kingsley was in The Kingsman.
He played Mahatma Gandhi in his autobiography.
Yes, he did.
That's weird. Why would he play Gandhi?
Because he wanted to.
Is he Indian?
Yeah, he could play it off though.
Yeah, he's probably mixed.
Yeah, he probably is mixed.
Racist.
I mean, he's British.
Well, Gandhi was under the British rule. Like that's just
Yeah,
trying to justify.
exactly.
it.
They're related.
That's a fucking
He was
leap.
on the same planet as England. But he's Sir. I think he's a Sir. He's a knight.
Oh yeah,
Sir Ben Kingsley.
Sir Ben Kingsley.
Oh, and you always got to throw that sir in
Yeah,
there.
or else they'll kick your ass. Like if there's knights
Like
around, they
Sir
all jump.
Patrick Stewart. Hey, you know they're making another.
Sir Elton
Picard?
John.
Picard. Yeah,
Yeah, it's already started.
They
Showed the first episode already.
Oh shit!
What is it? Is it about him?
It's about him, and it takes place after the next generation, after all the movies, after all the Picard.
And he's in charge.
No, it's
No,
about Picard.
He's retired.
Yeah.
So how's he?
But
Do they
some-
come for advice? Or
Something happens.
Have we seen the fucking show, Jose? It's got one episode out.
I don't know. I've seen the
Yeah, I read the whole script for the whole series, Jose. So I got all the.
We know everything.
Because from the trailer, it looks like this is gonna sound mean, but it looks like he's lost his marbles.
Maybe he has.
And
Well,
then
he's
he's-
fucking 100.
Yeah, he is pretty old.
This isn't even a sanctioned thing. He just went to CBS and was like, "We're doing a show. It's called Picard." And they're like, "What's it about?" And he's like, "Picard." And they're like, "But there's got to be more." And he's like, "We're doing it."
Shit happens.
All right.
Stuff blows up. It's got data. They're like, oh, okay, we'll do it.
Yeah, he said Data's in it, and they were like, "Isn't Data dead?" And he's like, "No, he's back alive. Fuck
No,
you."
he's alive.
Yeah, in the trailer, he opens up a drawer and it's data, and he's in pieces and like little cubby things.
I thought you said you watched the trailer.
Yeah,
You didn't know Data was dead?
No, I didn't know.
Did you not watch?
died in the movies.
I'm
You
not
didn't watch
really
the
into
movies?
Star Trek, except the last two
Pussy.
movies. Those are good. It's real good.
All right, so we're gonna start a soap opera. That's good. The
Yeah,
coronavirus
starring
is gonna be.
Pop Sopra.
Well, what if we start a soap opera about the virus?
See, that could be a thing.
And we're vampires.
What are you doing?
Stretching my thumb.
Oh. Hey, there could be vampires in it.
Maybe it's a vampiric virus.
There could be witches. It could be like Sabrina the soap opera. You ever seen that show?
No.
Sabrina, the
on
teenage.
Netflix.
I just started season 3.
Wait, Sabrina the Teenage Witch is a
Wiped out
soap
the
opera?
first two.
It's
No.
pretty much a teen soap opera.
Oh yeah, it is.
You know, she's like a Jesus freak. Not offense to people who like Jesus. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
she's
isn't
like,
her and what was his name? David Cameron, or Brad Cameron? What's his name?
James Cameron?
No,
Cameron
man.
Diaz?
Cameron. He was in a TV show.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, you're talking about the guy with that was with the banana guy? Not the banana guy, but the one who was next to him in the interview?
I have a pen. I have a pineapple.
I don't know
That
what
guy?
this- I don't know.
Pineapple
Not that
pen.
guy. Not pineapple pen guy.
I have a apple.
Yeah, but he's
He
like,
made those movies Left Behind, the religious movies.
and he did Saving Christmas, I think too.
He was in a TV show that was really big. And
I don't
then
know what they're
he was
talking
like
about.
super religious and he quit.
Yeah, yeah.
They were talking about Sabrina.
Tim Allen also is real like.
Well, I mean, he's
You said
Christian.
she's religious?
What?
Yeah,
He-
she's religious.
He runs
The way
drugs,
She dressed on the show.
Oh,
cocaine.
no? Oh no, back then is different. And then the
All
girl
right.
Wait,
Well,
which
thanks
Sabrina
for
are you
joining
talking
us
about?
this
Sabrina the
week.
Teenage Witch. That's what the one they're talking about.
We're talking about the Netflix one.
It's called
Isn't it-
Sabrina.
Yeah, but isn't it like a spin-off of it?
No.
Is it unrelated?
It's a reboot.
Oh, it's
Why would it be
Satanics.
unrelated?
oh no, yeah,
Okay.
you're right. She is satanic. Like it's very.
That's
Well,
their
she was
religion.
in the Sabrina the Teenage
cult.
Witch. The net. What was it? Nickelodeon show.
was it Nickelodeon?
Yeah, they worship the devil. It was Nickelodeon, right?
I
They
thought it was
didn't worship
CBS.
the
I thought it was
Yes, they
CW
did.
Or something
Yeah.
They
like
did
that.
not worship the devil.
Yes, they did.
No, there were witches.
They followed the Dark Lord.
But that could be someone else.
I remember that on the old one, but the new one.
It
they
was
did.
freaking Penn Jillette was the Dark Lord.
Still,
The cat talked.
No, there was a council, and then he was like the head of the
There's a
council. or
council on
something.
this one.
but it
too.
was all supposed to be.
But they're all
Evil.
like dead people.
They
Okay,
worship the
technically,
devil.
if they're witches, then they worship Satan, but they never talked about that in the
Oh,
show.
is that the rule? If you're a witch?
Yeah, you have to
Well,
worship Satan.
What
They
if you're a
explain
white?
more in the third season. There's different things that each one prayed to.
Because there's different
Up-
types of witches,
up here,
right?
up here.
But their main thing, they do the Lucifer,
The worshipping of the
Morning Star.
Lucifer.
Lucifer Morningstar.
which Sabrina is a morning star too.
What does that mean?
She's half.
Ooh, it
Oh, she's
means
half?
she's the devil's daughter.
Why are you ruining shit for me?
They say in
I
the-
told you I just started.
They
it.
said that on the second season.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, because she found out that the devil was his dad.
No, that's not in the second season.
They was because that's what they got it from.
Okay, maybe I haven't finished the second season yet.
This dude. What's the last episode you watched?
The one where they kill that white thing in the cave and they find out that she's going to be the herald of hell. Oh, no. After that, they killed that mandrake. That episode.
Android.
Yeah, the one that was turning people into she was copying them.
No, I think you still got a couple episodes. Because there's this guy that came back to life, and they trap him inside somebody else's body.
Well, shit. Now I know too much.
They drag him to hell,
Oh, hey, real quick.
and then Sam and Dean pop up.
I still got a lot of stuff to do.
with what? With what?
Work.
Oh.
work.
It's lunchtime. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Cut overtime.
Ain't got no overtime.
Oh, you
Keith
know?
does.
I'm going to today because of this. Go ahead. Say
Turn
it.
it out. You got
No,
the
just
board.
Real quick. Was there a Volturi type
Just
of
cut 'em
thing
off.
with that show about vampires? That
What?
What's that show, the vampires? True Blood. Was there a Volturi kind of situation there too? Like in Twilight, the Volturi was like the powerful vampires that try to control all the vampires.
Yeah. But it was just one guy. And he
I
was
always
a
thought
dick.
True Blood was like a Law and Order type of show.
What? Law and Order. Where do you get that?
Oh, that
Just
makes
from
sense.
the name
Yeah.
and a picture of it. that I
True
saw.
Blood.
Yes, I never
Kinda
thought
like True
I never
Detective?
thought it was about vampires.
True Detective sucks. I don't care what you say. I watched it. I don't like it.
First season's amazing. Second one, I haven't seen it, so can't say.
I didn't like it.
You didn't
True
like the
Blood
first?
is more of a post teen is a what do you call it?
It's a
Early adult
no.
vampire. It's
There's
like
way too fucking much
It's like
nudity and sex.
an early adult version of Twilight.
Dude, you
There's more
watch
nudity
the
and
first
sex.
episode of True Blood and you see a
Titties.
chick get banged by a vampire at least 3 times.
Compared to another show.
There's
Game of Thrones. I don't know.
no.
Oh yeah, is there more than Game of Thrones?
Like another vampire show?
No, like
Oh.
I'm sure that they're sort of similar.
There's probably the same amount.
Because it's
Similar?
Showtime, right?
I don't know. It's like a dramatic thing. She's in love with the one vampire, and then he's got to leave, so she's
Like
in
the
love with
Vampire
another
Diaries?
vampire. No, it's like that, except more adult. It's
More
more
sexual.
yes.
All right.
There's death and titties.
What
I
about
should put in the name of the show.
Yeah.
what's that one called?
That's
I
the
can't-
name of our soap opera, Death and Titties.
Death and
You will never see titties though.
I was gonna say Archer. No, what's the fucking
and True Blood,
I don't
Fake
know what
Blood.
you're talking about.
the one I keep asking you every day if you watched?
My Hero Academia?
No, the white hair dude, wasn't it?
White haired The Witcher?
Yeah, it said like that, sort of.
Oh, is there nudity in The Witcher?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like all the episodes.
It's on
Every
Netflix, right?
every single
Yep.
episode.
Oh, I'm gonna watch that.
Bare titties. And man ass.
No, it's not like The Witcher because it's more of a drama. The Witcher's more fantasy.
All right. How many seasons are there?
7, 8.
Rogue from X-Men was in it, right?
Yeah.
What?
That show. The actress who played Rogue in X-Men is in.
I don't like her as an actress.
No.
Not in that show.
Oh, Anna Paquin.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wish they had gotten somebody else. And she ends up marrying one of the guys that's in the show.
In real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's got to bang another dude on the show all the fucking
Well, they're
time.
not literally big.
Yeah,
You
but
don't
they're
know.
naked.
They got a sock.
Yeah, they're butt naked.
Yeah, but they got a sock.
They just put a band-aid.
Yeah, they do the Buffalo Bill thing where they just like.
Oh,
Put it in the-
he tucks
Tuck it in.
Yeah.
and they're just rubbing parts.
Yeah.
And hey, we came back around to vampires. That's good. We wrapped it all up. So what's the name of our soap opera going to be?
Blood and titties.
We should just call it My Arbitrary World.
That's soap opera.
Yeah, the soap opera.
You know what? Just that is a soap. This is a soap opera.
Okay, I'll start writing a script.
No, there's no script.
Now I'm going to write a script.
That's the point.
Episode 1, End of the World. Boom, boom, boom. I'll do all the sound effects with my mouth. Door creak.
That's what that thing's for.
I'm not going to put the sounds on there. That's too many sounds.
All you need is door creak, thunder,
Thunder and lightning.
footsteps.
A
You
thump.
need spooky
Ladies'
noises.
Door
which-
knock,
What?
Oh, yeah, you definitely need door knock.
and eerie music.
I got eerie music right here.
Suspenseful.
You're the only one that can hear it.
I just said, I mouthed it. I told you what it sounds like.
Then you gotta have sudden suspense.
A stinger and then footsteps.
I've got trombone, applause, rim shot, crickets, and harp.
Vuvuzela.
Oh.
Suspenseful buildup.
I've got laughter also.
So like jazz.
The audience is laughing with us.
Of course. Not at us.
Shut the baby laugh.
Oh yeah, creepy baby laugh.
I don't know what that is.
It's a baby laugh.
All right, well, that's been today's episode. Hope you enjoyed. I know that you probably didn't because these episodes are getting worse and worse every week.
Oh, come on.
I got honey roasted pecans, and I think they forgot to put the honey on it, so it's just roasted pecans.
Sue.
All right, so
thinking
if you
about
want to
it.
get in contact with us and talk about James's roasted nuts,
They're just so dry.
everything's in the description.
There's people dying of the Wuhan virus, and you complain that there's not enough honey on your
Thanks for
food.
listening.
They just threw sugar in the bottom of the can.
Hope you don't get sick from the coronavirus. Love you. Bye.
Bye.